folks. This is Christian Ballard here at
Let's go. Get on base.
And we say good morning on a Wednesday. It is June 11th, 2025, and we got a couple things to talk about. We want to look at the future power rankings through 2026 for college football. Also, what are college football's top 25 plays since the year 2000? I can think of a lot of great plays that could fit in that category. Hold on. There we go. Um, and then also, game 3 as the series is tied up with the Pacers and the yeah, I'm ready for it. Let's go. Christian Ballard, sports journalist, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you live on a Wednesday. We got a couple of people watching already. Appreciate you. If you're on Facebook, leave us a like or a reaction. Let us know how you're feeling. Share it out. Let's keep growing the channel and everything. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. And if you are on Facebook, go over to YouTube right now, completely free. Hit the subscribe button, Ballard Sports Media. We got a couple of things to talk about. I'm going to be honest, I didn't really have time yesterday because of work and everything to put notes together, but I guess we could just kind of go off of what ESPN has to say. And let's kind of start with the Thunder and the Pacers here. Um, so, game 3 to break the tie, the Pacers and the Thunder tonight. Thunder have one of the better records in the whole league. The Pacers, they're kind of behind, but they've been on this Cinderella type of run, if you will. And by the way, I think the Thunder do have the best record. What, 68-14, only 14 losses, 32-8 on the road. They go to Indiana tonight at 7:30 Central. OKC is a 5.5 point favorite, and they have a 55.2% chance to win the game. That that seems accurate. I went into this series and you don't have a dynasty at stake for really anybody. I mean, both these teams really good historically and all that, but like it's been a minute. They haven't done what the Lakers, the Bulls, the Celtics, they haven't really done what teams like that have done historically. So you kind of have an underdog type of championship here. You have an underdog run. You have a Cinderella run, whatever you want to call it, if you want to talk up March Madness terms. So you have all of that. And I think that's incredible to see. When I look at this game for tonight on June 11th, 7:30 tip-off time, OKC favored. After a series gets tied up and you get into game 3, then it's kind of 50-50 hit or miss. I mean, is it not? I mean, you kind of have that first game, then you have a revenge game usually, and you would hope it goes back and forth, but someone's going to take a 2-1 lead, and you don't know who it is. It's tied up, you know? Like, is it going to be OKC? Is it going to be Indiana? I don't know. I would hope for the Thunder, like I've been saying. My good buddy Mayhem Matthew, who's a proud co-host of the Touchdown Show here at Ballard Sports Media, huge OKC fan. I don't know. I know he's told me before, but I don't have it written to memory why he's an OKC fan. But I will say that he just ask him. Go over to his channel and ask him. Be like, hey, why do you pull for the Thunder? Right. So this will be in Indianapolis tonight at the Pacers Arena, Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Um, I might take the Pacers tonight. As much as I see OKC winning the series, there might be. I mean, is there a momentum swing for the Pacers here? I mean, it's possible, but again, I'm not a betting man. A betting man. Um, I'm not. I will say that. Um, hold on. No. Uh, I think it's going to go back and forth. You look at the last two games for these teams. The Pacers won the first night, 111 to 110 after a shot fell short for OKC. And then the Thunder bounced back in a big way, 123 to 107. A lot of great offense. And I would not be shocked if for the rest of this series, both teams have 100 points in every game. Has that ever happened in the NBA Finals or in a whole series in the NBA playoffs? That's a good question to ask. I really don't know. But I see a lot of good offense, a lot of good playmakers, not so much good defense from either side. Not saying it's not good. When I say that, it's very hard to stop these offenses, and you got to give them credit where it's due. If they're able to go out and score 110, 120 points, I mean, you look at the last couple games, like OKC won game two, 123 to 107. Before that, it was close. It was close, and OKC came up 1 point shy, but Indiana won uh 111 to 110. So I don't know what to expect for tonight's game. I don't know who's going to win it. It could go either way. The series is tied up. It doesn't matter at this point. It just matters that we get another great game here in game three, which will tip off tonight at 8:30 Eastern time on ABC. So yeah, looking at that, that's amazing. I'm excited for this one. I'm excited for this one. All right. So I gave my 2 cents on the Thunder and the Pacers here. Let's close that out. And we'll look at the future power rankings through 2026 for college football from Adam Rittenberg, who put this out actually this morning. But there was something put out yesterday, or was it? Yeah, yesterday at 8 a.m. Eastern time, right on the money. What are college football's top 25 plays since 2000? When I think of top plays, well, first off, I think more so we could think more of players than we do plays. But I think, there are some plays that stand out. I think of Georgia's Rose Bowl victory over Oklahoma with Sonny Michel running it in. All right, I'm not gonna hold back. I'm not gonna hold back. We think of the kick six, right? We think of Chris Davis. We think of Auburn, 2013 Iron Bowl. Is that number one on here? I don't know. Um, Probably not, but it's got to be top five, right? I mean, everyone thinks about it. Second and 26 for Alabama. I think of what are some other ones? When I look back at that USC Texas Rose Bowl, was there really a good play that stood out? I mean, there were some great games or great moments in that game, but really what stood out about that was just Texas heroics of Vince Young. I think. I mean, he just I I don't know, man. But I'm ready to see I'm ready to see what the top 25 plays are. Uh I mean, you have the Statue of Liberty with Boise State. You think of that play, that's a huge one. I can't believe that slipped my mind there. Uh, Now if you wanna talk prior to 2000, you got, like, the goal line stand, the Van Tiffin, Iron Bowl kick in 1985, Iron Bowl 1982 with Bo Jackson going up and over the top. So you got all these plays in history, but it's harder. Like I can think of more so of upsets and last-second field goals and touchdowns or walk-offs that the play didn't have a name other than, like, okay, 2nd and 26. It was is 2nd and 26. That's it. Like, it was a walk-off, it was true freshman and two true freshmen, Tua and a Devontae. I get it. But anyway, Imma shut up a little bit and let ESPN do the talking. College football's top 25 plays since 2000, and we get into this, and let's see, number 1, okay, yeah, I'm seeing this just as much as you guys are. Like, I knew these plays would be on here. I don't know why I'm a little bit surprised that the kick six is number 1, but it probably should be. I remember sitting at my grandparents' house that Thanksgiving. I lived in Florida, but I was visiting for the holiday. I just remember we had like 3 TVs going because we wanted to watch every game because there was a lot of good football that day, but the big one was the Iron Bowl that year. Like, that was it. And when I look back, I'm just like, "Dang, man, it's been like 12 years almost." But yes, the kick six ranks number 1. Let's see what they have to say on it. But I could go ahead and tell you that game had so much at stake. It was the first ever Iron Bowl where winner takes all and goes to Atlanta. But what was crazy was the past 3 or 4 years, the winner ended up going to Atlanta, whether it was at stake or not. You just had happened like 2010, Auburn won a natty. 2011, Alabama won a natty. 2012, they go back to back. Alabama wins a natty. And 2011 and 2012, Auburn not only lost to Alabama, they got beat by Alabama big time. And they really didn't have that great of seasons. I don't think they made a bowl game in either of those years. I could be wrong, but I thought they went like 4-8 one year and 3-9 the next. Anyway, it led to the firing of Gene Chizik, and they bring in Gus Malzahn in 2013 to call plays on offense, but also lead as head coach. And he was the coordinator on offense for Cam Newton. So let's see what ESPN has to say here. The play was stunning. One of the most improbable endings in college football history, as Auburn's Chris Davis raced 109 yards for a touchdown after Alabama kicker Adam Griffith was short on a 57-yard field goal attempt, with 1 second remaining in the 2013 Iron Bowl. Um, Alabama coach Nick Saban. Oh, don't forget this part. Alabama had argued for that second. Auburn was hoping for overtime. Everyone thought Alabama was going to do a Hail Mary. But back to this article, Alabama coach Nick Saban argued to have 1 second put back on the clock after tied running back TJ Yeldon was knocked out of bounds. Griffith was sent in to try the long field goal with the score tied 28-28 after Cade Foster had already missed 3 field goals. After fielding the kick deep in the end zone, Davis tiptoed down the left sideline before breaking into the open field and into the end zone, where he was mobbed by teammates, cameramen, and fans. Um, the loss kept Saban and the previously unbeaten Crimson Tide from playing for what would have been their 3rd straight national title. Auburn advanced to the final BCS national championship game where the Tigers and Gus Malzahn first season as coach lost to Florida State in the final seconds. It's a play that will live in the hearts of Auburn fans who can still hear the school's radio play-by-play announcer, the late Rod Bramlett, screaming, "Auburn's going to win the football game! Auburn's going to win the football game!" as Davis crossed the goal line. Chris Lowe puts that in. Okay, number 2 on the list, and by the way, such a historic play. I think it deserves to be number 1. Boise State Trickeration, January 1st, 2007. The hook and ladder Statue of Liberty play, they go together. Yeah, I know of the play. I don't remember watching this game live, though, but it says that the Broncos had trailed 42-41 in overtime. I remember that. Yeah, that it was overtime. It was a shootout back and forth. You didn't really see much of it in college football. um, back then. It was all defense, right? But this particular day with Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl, it was 42-41 in overtime. They lined up for a 2-point try. Zabransky took the snap. Jared Zabransky took the snap, kept the ball behind his back, where it was grabbed by Johnson, talking Ian Johnson, a running back, on the Statue of Liberty play. Johnson then ran uncontested to the corner of the end zone to give the Broncos the stunning 43-42 win. After a wild celebration, Johnson got on one knee and proposed to Papa Dix, his girlfriend, who tearfully accepted in front of a sellout crowd and a national television audience. Nice. I didn't know about that proposal, but that's amazing. Invincible. We won't go through all these, but we know about the upset with Vince Young and Texas. Texas can't beat USC. USC beat everybody all year long. Yeah. Tua's toss ranks at number 4, second and 26. What is this one? We'll get to this one in a second. I don't. I mean, y'all know how I feel about Alabama. This one, I remember sitting in my living room at home with my dad on the couch, and we were just sitting there watching the game. And he took the sack. Um, I remember second and 26. I was with my dad at home, living room couch, and it was a comeback for the ages. I know it was only 13-0, then it was like 20-7, but then they tied it up at 20. We get to overtime. We sack Jake Fromm. Alabama's defense gets to him, and they kick, was it 50-yarder, 51-yarder from Rodrigo Blankenship, Hot Rod, as Georgia fans called him, and then Tua enters, and first and 10 happens. He took the sack, and I just like, even my dad was like, "This is it, man. Like this, there's no, you can't do that." And I'm like, "Yeah, maybe it's just not our night." Georgia's just figuring out Tua now, and all that. And then second and 26 happens, and the ball's in the air. And at first, I'm thinking it's going to be a little overthrown because I saw the play. I saw Devontae Smith. I'm like, oh, he's got to catch that, right? And he did. And I was like, boom, let's go. Like, holy cow. And it just the dramatic ending there, man. Alabama has not, like, when you look at Nick Saban's titles, I think that was obviously the closest, but that was like the only close one outside of the 45-50 or 45-40 championship with Clemson. As far as the ones that Nick won, um, that was their first one in overtime. Yeah, that sounds about right. Um, But yeah, man, I had never seen. I mean, I was crying at halftime. I thought it was over. I really thought it was over, man. For real. Oh boy. But second and 26. And it was funny too when you know, Tua likes to tell the story of he goes up to coach after the throw, and he said, and Coach Saban looks at him, he says, "Man, that was I can't believe you did that." He said, "But what?" He goes, "What the hell were you thinking taking that sack?" And Tua goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, coach. We just needed more room to make the throw." And coach goes, "Man, that ain't funny, man." Anyway, so that's number 4. We won't go through all these. What is the horror? Michigan and App State. Oh yeah. 6. Crabtree's clutch catch wins the game for Texas Tech. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard of that one. Some of these, like, honestly, like I was too young to remember that Rose Bowl with Vince Young. But if I'm being honest, as much as I did love college football, I never really watched anything outside of Alabama until I was like 10. So anything up to like 2011, if it wasn't Alabama, it's probably not in my memory. Let's go ahead and take a call. Nate,
Yo,
what up? Hey, what's the coolest game you've ever seen outside of obviously Michigan winning a asterisk championship,
and now or Nebraska choking, but
right?
um, uh, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. What you mean, like seeing on TV or seeing in person?
Well, either. Like, okay, well, let me ask you this. What's a game not for Michigan, Nebraska that you remember watching on TV and saying, "Holy cow, that was amazing"?
Well, if I remember right, uh, I think it was Scott Frost's second to last year of
Hmm.
being fired. It was like a year before he got fired. So he was versing Jim Harbaugh uh, in overtime. It was at Memorial Stadium. I think it was what was it, like 2023? I guess, I don't know,
Yeah.
but it was a really good game. Not gonna lie, but um, now that one that you just saw, the Spartan one,
Hmm.
I lost my marbles of the
Oh, the one after the Georgia Auburn game that I just scrolled to?
no the Michigan State game.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Did you ever watch the
Yeah,
prayer at Jordan Hare?
no, I
You're fixing
looked.
to.
Here's
You're fixing to. Listen to this. This has to be from the Auburn radio.
your ball game. Nick Marshall stands in, steps up, going to throw downfield, just a home run ball, and it is tipped off. And Lewis going on the deflection. Lewis is going to score. Lewis is going to score. Lewis is going to score. Touchdown Auburn. Touchdown Auburn. A miracle at Jordan Hare. A miracle at Jordan Hare. 73 yards, and the Tigers, with 25 seconds to go, lead 43 to 38.
The
Yep.
crazy thing was it was 4th and 18.
Yeah.
And that game specifically kept them in contention for a national title.
Mhm.
And it says here too, the kick six wouldn't have been nearly as memorable had it not been for the prayer at Jordan Hare 2 weeks earlier. That's the thing too, is they talk about that season for Auburn. Um, so you had 2017, they beat the number one team within 2 weeks, but then 2013, you had two unbelievable moments last second. It was so crazy, man. As much as I grew up like hating Auburn, I've come around on Auburn a little bit. So I kind of like Auburn, but not as much as Alabama, obviously. It's like, you
Right.
know, it they got so much tradition, man, and it's amazing. It really is. Oh, here's this one. This was this was 2015.
Right.
I thought it was 2014, but yeah, this is the Surrender Cobra, I guess is what they call it. But um, the
I don't want.
Wolverines, this was 2015 Michigan State, Michigan. Wolverines led 23-21 with 10 seconds. Punter Blake O'Neill muffed a low snap, and Michigan State's Jalen Watts Jackson scooped it up. He raced into the end zone as time expired, giving the Spartans the improbable comeback victory. That one had to sting for Michigan. Oh, look at Nate here. Look at this. This guy's all dressed up too. What's your excuse?
You know, these glasses. I can hear you through these glasses.
What? What
I
in
can
the
talk through these glasses.
AI Elon Musk is going on here? That sounds like some Elon Musk invention stuff, man. That's crazy.
I mean,
You know he's smart, right? Like
well, yeah, but not that smart.
he made Tesla and all these electric cars, and I guarantee you he made those glasses. What kind of glasses are those? You can hear through the glasses?
Hmm.
What's it like is it Bluetooth?
Yeah, it's a Bluetooth, and I also have a mic uh,
Oh
somewhere
heck.
on them.
Well, you sound great. You look awesome too.
Well, that's good. If it sounds great, that means it works. So
It sounds clean. It sounds really clean. Yeah.
that's good.
What does this Superman play? Oh, Red River. Here we go. Um, October 2001. I wasn't even born yet, so I would have been born about 2
I,
months later. So that's why I don't know about it.
I was like
Um,
1 month.
yeah.
I was born in
The super
September, so
yeah. The Superman leap embodied Oklahoma's dominance over Texas in a 5-game winning streak of the series through the early 2000s. With the Longhorns pinned at their 2-yard line, co-defensive coordinators Mike Stoops and Brent Venables, now OU's head coach, dialed up the Slam Dogs blitz, calling for Williams to shoot through the gap between the left tackle and guard from the safety position. Williams soared over the gap, instead crashing into the chest of quarterback Chris Sims. Ooh, into the chest. That had to hurt. The collision popped the ball into the arms of linebacker Teddy Lehman, who waltzed into the end zone to seal a 14-3 victory. Dang. So you're telling me Oklahoma had defense in the Red River rivalry game? I'm shocked. Wow. 10. Here's a good one. That's Ohio State right there. January 3rd,
asterisk.
2003, champions asterisk.
Hey, we're not the only
Ohio
one.
State, right? Ohio State wins championship with the help from a questionable PI call. Chris
Oh,
Gamble can't catch an overtime touchdown, but Miami is called for pass interference. Ohio State won the national championship in
this
2
was the game
overtimes.
that Slim was kind of pissed about still, I think.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Dang. Again, like I was like 2 years old or not even
Yeah.
when this happened, but so some of these I haven't even heard of, but some of them I have. Let's see. Perhaps the most questionable pass interference call in college football history. The penalty on Miami's Glenn Sharp in overtime in the 2003 Fiesta Bowl prevented the Hurricanes from repeating as champs and cementing their dynasty. With one play left to keep their season alive, Ohio State quarterback Craig Krenzel dropped back to pass on 4th and 3 from the 5-yard line, throwing for Chris Gamble in the end zone. The pass fell incomplete, and Miami players and staff ran onto the field in celebration, except Terry Porter, the field judge, threw a flag. Several seconds after the play ended, a delay that added to the mass confusion that followed and resulted in the widespread second guessing of the call for those outside Columbus, Ohio, that is. The officials huddled and called pass interference on Sharp with a fresh set of downs. Ohio State scored to send the game into a second overtime and won the game 31-24. Ooh.
I remember this game
Oh,
now.
yeah. Clowney car wreck. That's one way to put it, I guess. Let's watch the video. That was a hit, though, right? That was like.
Your shipping
Was that a
manager
ball
left
game?
to find themselves, leaving you lost. You need to hire.
That had to have been a bowl game, right? I think.
I think it was the.
Is it the Outback?
It might have been
Back when we had
Outback.
the Outback Bowl. Here we go.
Yep.
Wow. Michigan
I don't
at
know
the
if you
41.
guys can
What
hear
a
it.
hit!
Ooh.
Ball's free on the ground. South Carolina deserves to have it, and they do.
Clowney just says, I'll take care of business right here. You give me this, rock you, and get it right back for our offense. It's a power play off the left side, and Clowney ignites himself into the Michigan backfield.
That's called targeting.
I don't think that was targeting, not gonna lie.
No, it's not. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's targeting, but a hit like that today, unnecessary roughness, defense, South Carolina.
Back in those
What's
days,
up,
those were football. Football.
Nate looking clean. What's up, Yoda T? Good to see you in the comments. Y'all hit that thumbs up and call in if you want to. Hit that StreamYard link. It's up to you guys. Oh my gracious. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh Johnny Money. Johnny Money. Manziel.
That's the only relevant he did.
He won the Heisman that year, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
He didn't win a championship. Who won the championship in 2012?
Hey, the last time Texas A&M won a championship was in 39.
The 30s. Yeah. But who won the Natty that year, Nate?
I'm pretty sure that was Bama? Is that Bama?
Yes. We went back to that was our win over Notre Dame, which I was watching last week, and we went back to back. So a big old
Roll Tide! Roll Tide!
What's up, Yoda?
Nothing much. How y'all doing?
Good to see you, man. Thanks
Good
for
to see y'all
joining.
too. Now, do y'all remember what set up that play for Jadeveon Clowney to cause that fumble?
What happened?
I think it was like it was supposed to be a 4th down, but they moved to the 3rd down. The rest.
No, it was a 4th down, and it was short. They measured it, and they gave him a first down on the play. There should be a clip of that. The play before that, there was a 4th down play, and they were short. They measured it, and they gave him the first down.
Let's see.
And everybody was going crazy. They were like, what the hell are you talking about? It's a first down because they were short. And Jadeveon Clowney said, okay. And that's when he lit him up.
Well, I mean.
Yep, it was clearly South Carolina shared the ball because
was it short. It was 2013, right? It was 4th down blown call.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Because they were like, because everybody could see, it was like, wait a minute, you brought the chains out and it was short. They could have put a few cards in between the ball and the chain marker. Yep.
Here we go. Let's see this. This is a punt.
Into the shadows of the south end zone. Fake by Michigan. Michigan's running for it left side. They run for the marker. Do they get there? It's very close on the far sideline. A 4th down call from Michigan.
Look at this. He wasn't close. Look, I saw where he fell.
Right, but watch him measure. Watch him measure. They're going to measure it, Ballard.
Okay.
They're going to measure it. Keep playing. They're going to measure it.
Look at this. Look, there's the line. This guy's like right here.
Correct.
But anyway.
But that's not even right. You see how far it's off? Yep, but keep playing it.
Yeah. No. As a Michigan fan, I ain't disagree with that call.
At their own 37, my goodness. They say they've got it.
All right, bring out the
second fake special teams play by the Wolverines today.
Can't trust the chain game.
Tommy, what do you see in the glasses?
I can't see, really. There are too many people over there, but it looks like it's obviously close. I don't know. It's right there on the sideline. They still got to bring the chains out, so who knows? Probably got it. The way things are going, probably got it.
What the?
No.
Look at
rule.
Oh, he says first down.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, what's his name?
Boy, the Gamecock sideline went crazy.
That was
Steve Spurrier. No, that's Spurrier. Steve Spurrier. He had to be.
He was livid. Yep, Steve Spurrier saw it was short. Everybody saw it was short, and the man said first down. And like you said, Ballard, it wasn't even close. They gave him a few extra.
I would have jumped on those refs, literally, just fight, you want to throw hands or something like that.
Right. This shit is short, okay. And that's
right.
No, the official rule can't.
Oh, he says first down.
Yeah, he did.
Boy, the Gamecock sideline.
Oh, you want to
Okay.
see
Even the announcers are like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!"
Because it was short. It was short. No, how
Not
the
gonna
hell?
lie.
What?
Go ahead.
So yep, that led to the infamous Jadeveon Clowney play.
Yeah. What was next after that one? That was Johnny Manziel. We took a look at 13. If I get back to this list, is Orange Crush. You want to take a guess?
Oops.
Orange
The
Crush.
2017 national title against Clemson. Hunter Renfrow in the end zone.
Gotcha.
It was kind of one of those pick plays. He just kind of did a fade route in the end zone, and with 1 second to go. Here's the thing: they took a while to review that onside kick too. I remember that night. Like, dang man, they got us back. But I was happy for Dabo, at least at the time. Not so much nowadays, but crybaby.
Whoa, 2031. That's bullshit. Oh, not why.
31-28 with 2:07 left. Oh yeah, because we scored a run with Jalen Hurts. Remember, he was a true freshman that year. Plenty of time left remaining for the Tigers offense. Quarterback Deshaun Watson marched out down the field, reached the 2-yard line with 6 seconds left. Watson found Hunter Renfrow in the end zone for the winning score, thanks in part to a rub route Artavius Scott ran to give Renfrow just enough space to get open. 35-31 the final score. Yep, that was I don't know what that was more heartbreaking than 44-16, to be honest. Even though I was like dead silent after 44-16, but I would rather just like a team blow out my team than I would to get my hopes up and lose last second. Honestly,
Correct.
I mean,
those are always
that's
more
the hardest. Heck yeah. What you got in the background, Nate? Let's see what we got here.
So this is a year where Nebraska was kind of relevant, where they played real football and stuff. Turn this a little bit up.
And
this was I think it was the Camping World Bowl.
Here come the Bulldogs of Georgia getting set to take on Nebraska in an SEC Big Ten showdown. This is the Capital One Bowl on ABC from Orlando as we get set for this tremendous matchup between these two.
Sorry, this again. Sorry.
You're good. Did you beat Georgia?
No, not this year. Not that year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Look how young was he,
David Pollock here. And it is fair to question the motivation of Georgia, the Bulldogs, an agonizing 5 yards away from playing for the national championship. We'll see how they...
We went to back-to-back bowl games against Georgia.
And Taylor Martinez, he is the best athlete on this offense because of his speed and his acceleration. And while he's become an improved passer this year, he's still the most dangerous when running the football. This highlight against Wisconsin, the Big Ten championship game, was one of the highlights of the year. Makes 4 guys miss, and then you see the speed. He can hit 0 to 60 by his third stride, one of the fastest players in all college football. This is a 132-yard rushing touchdown. It's important for Nebraska today. If they win this game, they have to be able to run it, which means Taylor Martinez is going to have success on the ground facing a Georgia defense that's giving up 9.
So that'll bring up fourth down. There's still a lot of time on the clock now. Georgia has a couple of timeouts.
You see Jarvis Jones coming off the edge, working against Brent Callaway right here outside. Sorry, working against Andrew Rodriguez, a backup right tackle. That's not a good matchup if you're Nebraska.
The quarterback was in the pocket. No one was in the area.
But the way that Nebraska was
we'll go to John Saunders
back in that day was pretty good.
Kenny Bell.
24-23 at the half.
Flanker screens.
Yeah.
Kari Rambo standing him up, and a host of dogs coming over to help. 255 wins, the 3 national championships. He was on Bob Devaney's staff before becoming the head coach.
Pause. He was a U.S. congressman. I did not know that.
Athletic director.
Oh, Brett's birthday.
A touchdown-saving tackle from Damian Swan.
He's pretty good. But yeah, I just want to show you that a little bit of clips of that. That's when Nebraska was pretty good. Ish.
Bush push.
What was that? USC? Wow.
2005 USC.
I thought you were gonna go back to
Dame.
the Tommy Frazier era, Nate, when y'all were really good. Tommy Frazier and Lawrence Phillips.
Yeah, I wasn't born then, so that's why. Show. Now I heard Tommy Frazier was pretty good. I mean, that's
y'all were really good then.
70s, I guess.
No, that was the 90s.
It was? I thought it was.
Yeah, Tommy Frazier and Lawrence Phillips was 90s. Yeah, y'all real good in the early 90s.
Y'all ever watch the Bluegrass Miracle? I remember reviewing it on the channel one time.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't. No.
Bluegrass. You haven't heard the Bluegrass Miracle between LSU and Kentucky and old hefty Jared Lorenzen, or whatever his name is.
Ballard, you know Jared Lorenzen died, right?
When was that? I didn't know that.
He died. Don't let me get the line. He died a couple of years ago.
Oh man, how did I miss that?
Yeah, he was on his weight loss journey because he got almost up to 500 pounds and was on a weight loss journey and died.
Yeah. Wow. But yeah, the Bluegrass Miracle. I reviewed that. 33-30 LSU had won. Marcus Randall had a Hail Mary bomb to the end zone. He would have been tackled. Oh, that's right. Yeah. He was still more than 20 yards from the end zone when it came down, and he would have been tackled.
Yeah.
That was Devery Henderson.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right.
Actually, well, you might still hear me, not gonna lie.
Okay.
Because I have my glasses on.
Yeah.
I just Googled it.
You can guys still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right before the pandemic.
Which one? Before the pandemic? Oh, Gravedigger, yeah. 25 on the list. Oh no, 20 on the list. What's number? These are some good ones. Nonsense Masterpiece. 4th and 25 for Arkansas. I remember that one.
Arkansas been any good?
Arkansas. Arkansas.
Has Arkansas been any good in history or something?
Huh?
Or no?
Lamar Leap. Oh. That's 25. And again, so we went from the kick six to Lamar Leap. That's a good list of plays, man. There's a lot. Like, I'm sure this list, I mean, I don't know. Do you think any of these are debatable, like that they're top 25 plays? Like, I think they got a pretty good list.
Yeah, I think they have a pretty good list, but now I would have liked the play that what I showed you to where Taylor Martinez, aka former Husker quarterback, for 2012 to 2013 season, where I showed you where he outrun Wisconsin's defense like cheese. So I would have liked that to be on there, but that's just bias.
Yeah.
But
I know I missed a good piece of the list. Was the Tua to Devontae Smith play on there? Even though I hate that
It
as a Georgia
was.
fan.
Yeah. That was ranked 4.
Okay, I was about to say, yeah, that definitely needs to be on there. Broke that. Now that was heartbreaking.
Do you ever hear the story when Tua talked about after the play, Nick Saban came up to him and he said, "That was so amazing, but what?" He goes, "What the hell were you thinking taking that sack, Tua?" And Tua said,
Exactly.
"Sorry." He said, "Tua," or Tua said, "Coach, we just needed some more room to make that throw."
Right.
I remember him saying, "Yep."
And Saban's like, "That ain't funny, man."
Ding dong.
Oh man.
Sorry if I jumped you, scare y'all.
What's the player that ended up? He's the running back for the Steelers. That came out of Alabama. That played him.
Najee.
Yeah, he said
he was there.
Right. What his comment was, he said people didn't know our twos were better than our ones. When they put us in the second half, we were the better team, and they sure played like it.
Yeah. Hey, would you agree that if Pelini wouldn't got fired, Nebraska would have somewhat be good better than say if he still were around?
Yeah.
I'm just asking because
I don't know.
us Nebraska fans kind of okay. We can close that one.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I saw that. But no, I actually miss Bo Pelini. I think he would could I think he could have been a really good a great head coach if he would have stayed, but he got fired for no reason because that's when Nebraska went downhill when they fired Bo Pelini.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh, I found a good one for you. I don't know why this didn't make the list. I mean, maybe I do. I don't, because it's probably not a top 25. But if they had extended this list to 30 instead of 25, this one from 2009 would have been on the list, I think. Did y'all ever watch that Miami Duke 8 lateral?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
It was like a final
take it short. Lateral. They practiced that on Wednesday. Time's going to expire on the game, so this either goes or it doesn't.
2. 3.
Ball's still alive. It's got to be a backwards lateral. Get behind it.
6.
Still alive.
It was 8.
Duke doing a nice job staying
7.
Staying spacing all over. Oh, he got a block.
Blockers. They got blockers.
Maybe I missed one.
They've got a lane. 40-yard line. No black shirts between the goal line. Can you believe what you just saw?
That was insane.
Yeah. Was it 8? I counted 7. Hold on. Let me say something. I'll mute it this time, but so here's the kickoff. 1. 2. Goes back 3. 4. 5. 6. 7.
Mm-hmm.
I guess there's one more. 8.
There's 8.
Yeah, that's 8. Holy cow! I've never seen that. Like I've seen some laterals and hook and ladder type stuff. Like I've seen that, but 8 times in one play just to win it like that on a kickoff is insane.
Yeah.
The chance of that happening is
Shout
1 in a
out
million.
to
Yes.
shout out to the Miami Ducks.
Mm-hmm. That was an amazing miracle play.
Yeah. It's got to be the best, one of the best in like Miami history right there, for real.
Mm-hmm.
A good miracle play.
Yeah.
Nah, I know I've been talking on Nebraska nonstop, but
You're good.
it was the one where Nebraska threw a Hail Mary to Nebraska wide receiver and caught it in the end zone with 0 seconds to go against Northwestern, but it was like close game. It was like 24-24, I think.
Yeah.
When they
y'all remember was it 2016 Georgia Tennessee was like what was it, the Dobb nail boot or whatever they called it with Josh Dobbs.
Oh, Josh Dobbs. Yeah, that was
like Gerard Jennings.
No,
that's the last time Tennessee beat them.
Hail Mary. Here we go.
Is that the last time they beat you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They've come close. They have had some close games though. They have had some close calls.
They have.
Wow.
Dang, they beat Alabama since they beat Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Golly, twice. Damn it.
It was 11 years ago. Wow, that's a long time.
What'd you find, Nate?
So I actually want this beyond there. Not gonna lie.
Okay. You don't want it to show up?
Yeah. Watch this.
I'm watching in the back room. I'm sorry. I got to put that on the screen. I can't even tell what. I mean, I see Nebraska scored, but like, was it like final second?
0.1
last second. It's going on the screen. I'm sorry.
Snap, final play of the
Kirby
game.
is 6-1 against Tennessee.
To get downfield, launches the throw down toward the goal line, going up. Ball tipped in the air. Touchdown! Jordan Westerkamp. Nebraska wins the game on the final play of the contest. Oh, baby! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Man, that's when.
What a scene!
Yeah, I think that was one of the greatest Husker plays or miracle plays that I ever witnessed. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
But it's been a while since we had that, in Nebraska's term, because we always choke to that.
I still love the Georgia game last year when I mean even Georgia fans got to admit Ryan Williams being 17 years old leaping up to make that play was like they take a downfield shot and the catch is made. It's Ryan Williams still spinning free. What's up, Nick D?
Yep,
I just tuned in and thought Nate was Mike Saha for a second. I've never seen Mike Saha, but I know the name. I don't think I've seen him. Maybe.
He's the mean guy with the glasses all up and stuff.
Isn't he's a Wolverine, right? Mike Saha?
No,
I have no clue who Mike Saha is.
He's part of Lou's comments, I think.
Okay.
Not anymore. I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know Mike Saha.
It's just so many good plays in college football.
Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically. Well, not anymore, Nick, because Edward and Saha had beef and was stepped away. So, I mean,
Oh yeah,
although
Mike Saha is from Edwards. That's right. I know who you're talking about
Okay.
now. Yeah.
and
I haven't
also
watched
these
Edward in a while because I don't think he's on anymore.
and also these glasses also has audio goes through and mic that you can talk through. So
Yeah.
very futuristic. I actually got it off of Amazon, not to lie.
Yeah.
It's not. It was not. It's not expensive. 12:15. But I'm gonna go golfing today,
Oh
or
yeah.
try to do golfing. Well, see if my back can handle the twist and stuff. Because I just want to try it out for myself. Though my doctor said do not twist, do not bend. I mean, it doesn't really hurt, but because after my surgery, it's been what, 1 month after my surgery. I mean, I feel great, but I have to wear a freaking brace all the time, even in public. But I would wear a brace. I will. I will. It's like a kind of like a belt, kind of, but it's not really.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying because. Oh, Nick. Oh, it does, Nick. Okay. I guess I can be my friend's caddy. I guess. uh. Hey Nick, you said you still planning to come up to my house or I guess in Omaha in mid August, whatever, or mid summer. He said it to myself. Nick did.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was gonna Mayhem was supposed to visit next month, but now he's like, "Oh, we'll just meet up somewhere." And I'm like, "Okay, well." He was gonna stay for he was gonna try to stay for a week, but
I think that's
I
what
don't know.
Nick was.
He just, you
been
know what he wants though? Monday Night Raw is gonna be at the BJCC in Birmingham, and like he wants
actually,
he wants to get us tickets to that.
I've never been to one. Although I
I've
want to
never
now
been.
because I have WWE video games now. So
Yeah. I love WWE. I don't watch it like I do football, but I mean, I'd
okay.
go in person. Heck yeah.
Well, I mean, Nick, if you want to come on, if you want, but you probably busy.
Yeah, man.
Fellas, I gotta drop off. I gotta run. It's been fun. I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah.
See you, Yoda.
See ya, Yoda.
Okay.
Have a good one, buddy.
May the force be with you.
Left us he did.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm not saying that God has a favorite movie, but if he did, I think he would like Star Wars. You know why?
Oh yeah. Because of how popular it's gotten?
No, there's a saying in the Star Wars universe. You know how people like Jedi's and stuff that believe in the Force, and the Force is I think it's supposed to be a kind of like a. Nah, I'm not gonna say that, but it's supposed to be God in a way, like a spirit, but in
Yeah.
real life, yeah, I think God will like it because you know how may the Lord be with you,
Yeah.
may
That's right.
the Force be with you, basically same thing. I
Yeah.
mean, and I I thought about that. It was like, yeah, that actually might make sense because Lord goes wherever he go in Star Wars universe. The Force goes wherever you go. So,
that's true. That is true.
But yeah, I thought someone's here. But well, I mean, actually, I haven't been out of the house since 2 weeks. Not gonna
2
lie.
weeks.
Yeah, that's how
Gosh.
bored I am.
Dude, I can't make it 2 days without having to go somewhere.
I know.
Like,
I want
I
to go.
just always gotta be busy doing something, otherwise I'm gonna
Yeah,
sleep, you know?
that's what I even want to go outside, but I choose not to because the only activity I can do is
Mhm.
walking. That's all I can do. Not physical stuff like I can't swing golf club.
Yeah.
Although I'm
You
gonna try that.
do you drive? Or you don't?
No, I don't drive.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you did or not.
No, I mean if I would, if I didn't have a seizure or
Oh,
seizures and stuff,
yeah. I
but
got you.
but I was actually shooting pretty good until I had a seizure 2 months ago. So I had to wait
Yeah.
it's now 4 months to do the driving or the driving permit test.
Yeah.
I don't have a permit. I had to get a permit before I get the driver license, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I think the test I the only is it at your state is it 20 to 25 to pass, or is it a certain number that you pass for the
I
driving?
don't know. I don't
Okay.
know about Alabama. And I don't remember what it was because I got my license in Florida when I passed my test.
Oh, okay.
So,
What was in Florida
and
then?
I don't ooh, what was it? I don't have a clue. I don't remember exactly
And
what I
look,
needed on the test, but
and look up
I
what was
yeah,
or what is
I
or
passed, but
what number of questions do you have to pass the permit
now keep in
test?
mind this was 2017, so like I
Yeah,
don't know if it's changed, but it probably
it
hasn't.
got changed. Florida.
Yeah.
What?
What?
The permit tests in Florida is 50 questions. What?
That sounds about right.
And guess how many there's the permit tests in Nebraska? Guess what? How many? You
Not
actually
50.
might want. It's 25 questions for
So
Nebraska.
we're double that in Florida.
Yeah. So what I know, um, there's a certain number you have to you can pass, but you don't have to pass. You don't have to pass if you get 25 questions right, all 25 questions right. But there's a
Yeah.
number between number 20 and 25 you pass. So if you get 20 questions right, you pass still. If you have 5 questions wrong
Yeah.
in here in Nebraska, so that's kind of a win-win situation. But I mean, if you pass your permit, that's pretty good. But Nebraska, yeah, it's 25 questions. So
Yeah.
yeah, I guess it's a lot easier.
What's up, Vix Tube?
What's up,
How you
Vic
doing,
Tube?
buddy? Come on in
Oh,
here if
Vic
you
Tube, I
want.
got my glasses.
Yeah, I don't have to be
No.
anywhere till about 2:30 Central.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, Central Time's not that bad at all.
I love it.
I know.
It took a little while, but I got used to it. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, most for us, the Michigan and the Ohio State game comes on, I guess, 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's only an hour, over an hour away of Eastern time. It's not that bad, but it's. I mean, I get the Eastern times. I guess the standard, but whatever. Central time is not that bad. It's just an hour. What do you call it? Hour behind.
Difference. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you won't believe this one. Mountain time. When I watched the Ohio State and Michigan game. Okay, good.
All right, I'm back.
You're good.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I was saying that when I was in Mountain Time, when I was in Colorado for the Michigan and Ohio State game. By the way, awesome time. Well, awesome time in Colorado, but the main point is it started at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
for the game. I was like, whoa. This is still morning. Now, I'm kind of used to Mountain Time because I sometimes like go to Colorado a lot because I have family there. A lot of family, so Colorado's a really great place to go for for tourists. Depending on where you go, but yeah, not the whole state of Colorado is mountains, but you know how here here I'm gonna share this real quick.
Okay.
You know how here mountains or mountains are in Colorado and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's try. That's not where I am. Let me. No, gosh dang it! I don't want a golf course. That hybrid. Wait, that's okay. That's okay. So this is northeastern Colorado.
Okay.
And it doesn't have any mountains. It will look like Nebraska for a little bit until you get to I guess Hudson. I think you can if you're driving. Here, let's see. Here's the mountains. If you're, let's say you're going to Littleton, Colorado.
Yeah.
The mountains are right here, but
Okay.
all these are just cornfields or just farms. It's just yeah, I think it's just it's just it won't. And one thing is it won't get better until you get to Denver area. So have you ever been to Colorado?
No, I've never been. I have. I've never been out west. The furthest north I've ever been is Pennsylvania, and I've never really left the East Coast.
Now Colorado, you know how they say altitude and stuff.
Yeah.
It gets you. I'm just saying, yeah. not saying you, but saying most people that are not from Colorado or used to Colorado or just states that have mountains, the altitude and will get you, because it's like high below above sea level. I don't know how many feet, but yeah, it's a really pretty place until if you're in the mountains. But yeah, that's how I would even if we did a road trip, you know how Game Day does a road trip every Saturday. For Game Day. I'm not saying we should do it, but it's just an idea.
It would be fun, like a Slavs like college football trip or something.
Yeah. Or Game Day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not much going on today, but I guess golfing, but it's not until 12. But is Pete on? I don't know if he's on or not.
Who?
Let me check.
Pete?
No, I don't think he's on.
I was gonna say I never got that notification. I got it set to where I get all of them anyway. Let's see something.
Yeah, I don't think he's on right now. So
he's not live. Is anybody in the community live right now? I mean, I got channels that are live, but like as far as the Slavs, I don't think anyone's live.
Ouch! Whoa! That would have been bad.
What?
Almost fell. If I were
nobody else is live.
Yeah. If I were fell that time, another surgery would have been going on. Because I don't know if you want to hear, but you know how most people have like I guess metal, and like if they broke something and had to do surgery and stuff, the spine doctors put like a metal I guess thing in their bone. That's what the spine doctor did to me when I was doing surgery. Or I can feel the metal plate, but I don't really. It doesn't hurt. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Do you go Bible study like every now and then, or you go every time?
I try to go so we have like a men's Bible study on Mondays. So I try to go to that every week, and then we have our prayer service on Wednesdays.
Yeah, we could actually, you and me, or maybe some people could. I was thinking like you and me do like a little Bible study, like a little 30-minute Bible study live stream.
Yes. Let's do it.
But I have my own church Bible, so
cool.
I still have now as a Christian myself. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. So I try to So for me, I think the problem for me is like I'm being honest right now. I had no idea how to understand the Bible because uh, some chapters of the Bible can be really like
Yeah.
confusing. I mean, I just right now I'm on the two Corinthians, whatever you
Second
call it.
Corinthians. Yeah.
Yeah, can't
Yeah.
pronounce words.
Mm.
uh, there we go. Can't remember which one I am on. Oh, I'm on Paul's Change Plans.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's my church is called Relevant. Yes, it
Mhm.
is. That was awesome. I guess that's a good time to go for me. But thank you for having me on. Maybe we can text each other to do this. So
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm in. All right. Thank you, Nate. Yeah, we got to set something up to start up a Bible study here on YouTube. I think that'd be awesome, man. I've really been thinking about that and praying about that. And yeah, man, I don't know what I would call it necessarily, but I got a second channel. I might set something up, whether with Nate or on my own or however. But I think I want to use my sports journalist channel and start something up. I really feel led to do that. So, but yeah, be praying about that. I love y'all. We'll get out of here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.